might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts! Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again! Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing today? Today is Monday. Thank God it's Monday, the best day of the week, of every week. Mondays is where we get it popping. Let's get to the week. Let's run it up. It's Monday, July 15th, 2024. I am Tech Coach Ralph. We are Engineered to Win, and we are about to get our week started with our first show of the week. Or is yesterday our second show of the week, our first show of the week, whatever. But we're going to get it popping. Coffee and Kata. Let's get to it. Do me a favor on your way in, like the video and share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can know every time we go live, and join the Patreon at techcoachralph.dev. Get access to exclusive content as well as message with me back and forth. And if you need one-on-one coaching, go ahead and join a coaching tier and we can start working together right away. We don't waste any time. All right. So we're going to get into our news portion of the show. So before you do that, remember we have our Candid Conversation coming out at noon Eastern time today. I want to talk to you about, would you rather be right or would you rather win? If you can get both of those, that's probably the best of both worlds. But which one is more important to you? Being right or winning? We're going to talk about that noon today. Candid Conversations. Tune in. And I just want to say a big shout out to my guy in the chat, Yakar. What's going on? Good morning, Yakar. It is 3:50 a.m. over in the West Coast. Yakar joined just to say what's up, to say salute. So salute to you as well. Get your rest though, Yakar. Get your rest. All right. Yakar is one of the hardest working people I know. So shout out to Yakar. All right. So we are going to get into our news portion of the show. Guess what? Our good friend Kate Chapman at LinkedIn is back and sent us over the numbers to watch for the week. So let's get into it. So the numbers to watch this week. We have, and by Kate Chapman, right? So retail sales take center stage this week amid signs of cooling inflation. U.S. retail sales barely rose in May, according to the Commerce Department, suggesting that price growth was weighing on shoppers. In June, however, the consumer price index not only fell on a monthly basis, for the first time since the pandemic, it rose at a significantly slower pace from a year earlier. Nevertheless, consumer sentiment is lagging, raising questions about whether spending, which accounts for 70% of U.S. gross domestic product, will rebound anytime soon. So, and remember, we just went over the consumer price index this past Saturday on our Men Lie, Women's Lie Numbers Manipulate show, where we're reviewing the consumer price index, the producer price index. The consumer price index is how much are consumers paying for overall goods, while the producer price index is how much are pretty much manufacturers are paying for the different components to make these goods for consumers to buy. So we're reviewing that. Very, very good information. If you haven't checked it out, I would highly recommend that you go check that out, where it breaks down what they're talking about here about the consumer price index. So let's take a look at the upcoming release schedule for this week. Tuesday, July 16th, tomorrow, the Commerce Department will release its retail sales report for June, which tracks demand for finished goods such as food, clothing, and furniture in stores and online. And then Wednesday, July 17th, the Census Bureau will release the housing indicators, including preliminary number of building permits issued in June and the number of residential projects that started construction last month. And then lastly, we have on Thursday, July 18th, the Department of Labor will release initial jobless claims for the previous week. So pretty much this report, so the report is a proxy for layoffs, tracks the number of people filing for unemployment benefits, right? And it's how many new people per week are filing for unemployment. So for the first time, right? So we've been tracking that every single week as well. Tune in on Saturday morning as we go through these economic numbers to see how things are going, break it down, make it make sense to us, because a lot of times you just give us this raw data and it makes absolutely no sense. So we would like to have a better understanding for ourselves so we can be more informed and make better decisions with our day-to-day lives. All right. So that is our numbers to watch for this week. Thank you so much, Kate Chapman. It's been so hard last week not having this right available to us. So we have to go do some additional research to get it. But it's all good. It is all good because we are in it to win it. All right. So with that being said, we are going to get into our news topics of today. And we're going to start our timer. All right. So first and foremost, business leaders condemn the attack on President Trump. And I want to say that I am so happy that President Trump is okay. It could have been so much worse. And I do feel my heart is broken for the people who the one person who lost their life and the other two who are in critical condition. Hopefully that they make a full recovery. And it's terrible stuff. Just something so shocking for a nation to see. So let's read out. Leaders throughout the business world are reacting with alarm to the assassination attempt on former U.S. President Donald Trump at a rally in Pennsylvania, saying political violence has no place in American democracy. I would also say maybe some of the rhetoric that is happening in American democracy has no place as well. The way that they categorize certain people that they don't like. So just gonna throw that in there as well. I pray for President Trump's rapid recovery, Apple CEO Tim Cook said in a social media post, while Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg hoped for a quick recovery and added, political violence undermines democracy and must always be condemned. Imagine if Tim Cook, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, if they spoke about each other the way that politicians talk about each other. If they spoke about each other's companies. I never really hear anything from Facebook about Apple or from Apple about Elon Musk or about Twitter, Tesla, X, about Google. So guess what? They're all competitors in one way or another. But imagine if they spoke about each other and their companies the way that politicians talk about each other. And here's the funny thing. The politicians also talk about their companies in the same manner, which it doesn't make any sense, all right? It doesn't make any sense. Anyways, others speaking out, including Amazon founder Jeff Bezos, General Motors CEO Mary Barra, Intel CEO Pat Gelsinger, and Tesla CEO Elon Musk. Across industries and political persuasions, the incident prompted calls for unity, which we'll see about how long that lasts. LinkedIn Learning has also unlocked a course on how to talk about politics at work to help guide conversations around the incident. What my way of talking about politics at work is I don't talk about politics at work. I talk, you know what I talk about at work? I talk about work at work. And sometimes I talk about doing jujitsu, but that's about it. I don't, because guess what? At the end of the day, I'm here to do a job and not to be a political commentator on the job site. All right. That is just my thoughts, my feelings behind it. Okay. Let's continue. Google parent close to $23 billion deal. So Google's parent company Alphabet is in advanced talks to buy the cybersecurity startup Wiz for about $23 billion. Yes, $23 billion. The Wall Street Journal reports, citing anonymous sources against a backdrop of increased regulatory scrutiny. Alphabet has been a more conservative acquirer than some of its bigger tech peers, but this would be its largest acquisition ever. Alphabet is aiming to bolster its cloud computing business, an area where it lags competitors. the so it's looking to bolster its cloud computing business, an area where it lacks. So it's pretty much saying that Alphabet and Google are one of the few in this field. This potential deal follows its $5.4 billion acquisition of cybersecurity firm Mandiant in 2022. New York-based Wiz, founded in 2020, was valued at $12 billion in May. So shout out to Alphabet, shout out to Google, shout out to the what is their name, Wiz. I have to look up what Wiz is to see what kind of work do they do. I think Fire is somebody really interested in this story, so I'm going to send that over to him as well to take a look into that to see if he has any additional insight and commentary on that. Maybe we'll catch it on History. All right, so let's jump into our next article. You were second choice. Now what? Being a runner-up for a job you really want is increasingly common, according to the Wall Street Journal. Columnist Rachel Feinstein, as companies recalibrate after the hiring frenzy of a couple of years ago. One executive coach recommends taking it as a sign that I'm right where I need to be, competing against the best people. Ask for feedback, not about where you fell short, but how the chosen candidate got ahead. Give yourself a time limit for sitting with disappointment, and then get back, seizing opportunities to stand out in your current role. I'm going to tell you this. The time limit for sitting with disappointment should be less than 1 minute. Less than 1 minute. Take 30 seconds to say, oh, that sucks. Let's move on. Because if it's not for me, it's not for me. And let me go and like I said, recalibrate. Let me see what I did wrong. Let me see what I could have done better. And let me go and win from there. And sometimes it's not even you. It's not even you. So like at the end of the day, if you didn't get it, who cares? There's no point in crying over spilled milk. Wipe it up, get a new bottle of milk and keep going. Let's run it up. Don't, if you're a second choice, good. And here's the thing. I've seen this happen before, right? I know someone who actually was second choice until they became first choice, because whatever happened, and I know plenty of people who are second choice, and they didn't get the offer initially, and then whatever happened with the person who was first choice, they ended up not being able to accept the role, and now second choice became first choice, and now they are stellar. They're excelling in their role, and now the people who hired them like, wow, I can't believe that you weren't first choice, and they are winning, absolutely winning. So you never know, but just keep looking forward. As my friend Mitch would say, keep on swimming. All right. So let's get to our next one. So this one says, fewer Americans are job hunting. The purported great reshuffling by American workers during the pandemic has shifted to the big stay, according to some labor economists. What's behind the switch? More people are satisfied with their job and work-life balance. You know how I feel about work-life balance. The job market is tightening and wage growth has cooled per federal data. A poll from Robert Half shows the percentage of U.S. adults who plan to change jobs this year dropped to 35% from 49% a year ago. Workers also prefer their current jobs instead of enduring multiple interviews that might result in being ignored by recruiters and HR managers. So, I personally don't believe in ever being satisfied. Even if I'm at the same job and I'm at the same role, I'm still not satisfied. What do I mean by not being satisfied? I always want to grow and look for opportunities to learn more, to contribute more, to add more value. And in doing that, like, I'll tell you this, in my entire, like, I've always done what I had to do for me to learn more, to grow, to contribute. And then I get approached saying, hey, we want you to take on this role. We want to promote you here. We want to put you there. Would you be interested in learning about this and how to do this and leading this effort? So I understand. And here's the thing, when the downshift starts to happen, that's when people are going to start to take initiative or they're going to start to cry about it. But me, I'm like, all right, always looking forward. How can I maneuver? How can I plan? I don't want to be caught with, with my feet in the air or whatever the saying is. I don't even know the saying is, right? But whatever that saying is, I don't want to be caught off guard, so I'm always always focused, always trying to design a plan, so I think that we should always push forward wherever it is that we are, even if you are comfortable in the company that you work for. Maybe it's a great company, but never being satisfied with the status quo and always pushing forward, always looking to learn, because at the drop of a dime, things can go south and they might not need you, and then you might not be prepared, and then you're going to be on LinkedIn crying about how no one is giving you an opportunity when you are the one who needs to create the opportunities for yourself. All right. So lastly, last article. New York's Ivy League clubs, traditional havens for alumni to socialize and conduct businesses, are struggling to survive. The reason includes declining interest amongst younger graduates, strict dress codes, fallouts from the pandemic, and competition from popular private clubs. In response, 4 clubs, but not the Harvard Club, now allow alumni from several other colleges to join as affiliate members. And both the Yale and Harvard clubs have relaxed their dress codes. Interesting, huh? Interesting. So, can we show up in a hoodie? Maybe I can show up in my Tech Coach Ralph hoodie to the Harvard Club and be an affiliate member. Who knows? Who knows? Other strategies being used to attract recent alumni include discounted memberships, free gym memberships, and speed dating. What? Wait, what? Speed dating? All right, I have to hit up Ferris. Maybe it's time to join the Harvard Club and the Yale Club and whoever other clubs, even though we didn't attend those schools. So with a community college education, I'm going to join the Harvard Club, and I'm going to hit the gym so I can hit up their speed dating incentives. Ultimately, the clubs face extinction if they can't boost participation. A Harvard Club spokeswoman says its membership is strong and growing, while a Cornell Club representative says it has launched initiatives to attract young alumni. The Princeton Club was forced to close in 2021 due to financial struggles and the loss of 1/3 of its members, the Wall Street Journal reports, citing an anonymous source. So, as we wrap this one up, I just want to say that when the money isn't right, all of their principles and the things all the business they stood on goes out the window, because guess what? At the end of the day, as my good friend Scarface said, money makes the world go round. And if you have no money, then all your little dress codes and membership fees and all that type of stuff goes out the window, because you got nothing. You got nothing. All right. So that is our news stories for today. Oh my God. I have one of the greatest people in the chat. We have Sister in the building. Sister says, good morning, Tech Coach Ralph. Good morning to you as well, Sister. Welcome. You are so appreciated everywhere that you go.
I appreciate you.
Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful morning. And we just finished reviewing the news. I am going to get into the Google portion of the show now or not the Google portion, but the mobile development portion. We're going to be working on pushing our app through the store. So happy to have you here. Thank you so much. So if you haven't done so already, do me a big favor, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, check out the Patreon, techcoachralph.dev, where I have access to exclusive content as well as one-on-one coaching. So I'm going to throw up a 20-minute timer, but hopefully we're done before the 20 minutes, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. If not, we'll continue on Wednesday. All right. So here we are. Let me go over to our shared screen. And we are inside of our Google Developer Console. And we are going to go to view our app. we're at our app dashboard. And like I said, thank you to my good friend Melissa, who helped me get to our 20 testers. And this time we actually made it to our 14 days of consecutive members enrolled for testing. So we are going to, let me zoom in a little bit. It looks kind of far. So we're going to be applying for production access. And there's going to be some questions that we have to answer throughout the process, all of that good stuff, but we're in it to win it. So it's taking us this long, so we might as well just keep going with the process. All right, so we're going to click apply for production. And it says to apply for access. So apply for access to production. To apply for access to production, answer the following questions about your closed test app and production readiness. So about your closed test, how did you recruit users for your closed test? For example, did you ask friends and family or use paid testing providers? So I'm going to say that I'm going to be very professional to recruit users. I shared in different Discords and on the YouTube channel during live streams that I had a contact, or not a contact, a sign up form where users would provide me their email addresses and I would add them as testers. I think that's good enough. All right, so how easy was it to recruit your testers for your app? It was, I think it was difficult because it took some time for us to actually get to 20. I'm going to say it's pretty difficult. Describe the engage. Oh, you know what? Another thing I could have done was, I've seen it on like Upwork and stuff where people are saying, hey, we'll give you $5 to download this app or something like that. But, that might also be a possibility for the future where you can do something like that. Describe the engagement you received from testers during your closed test. Include whether or not testers utilized all the features in your app and whether the testers' usage was consistent with how you'd expect a real user to use your app. If not, so let's see. The testers use all the features in the app. There are currently not that many features in the app, but plan to add more in the near future. The engagement went as expected, and we also received great feedback for requested additional features that will make the app more useful and engaging in the future. Did I write too much? Oh, write too much. I guess. Let's put it like that. There we go. Provide a summary of feedback that you received from testers. Include how you collected feedback. So let's say on the app, there was a feedback link to a Google form that testers could submit any issues or feedback survey link, any issues or recommendations that they found Let's see. We received some feedback to make the app accept minutes in addition to the hours for calculating the value of their time. All right. So there we go. So I think these are pretty good answers. That should give me a decent score on the SAT, I think, you know. Who is the intended audience for your app? So the intended audience is, so let me see, why are we asking about your closed test and production readiness, provide about your app? All right. So the intended audience is people who are how do you spell meticulous? Meticulous. How do you spell meticulous? Let me see. There we go. Meticulous about their time and does not want, also for people who waste a lot of time and want to put a price tag on their time. This app helps them make better decisions on how they allocate their most essential resource, time. All right, and describe how your app provides value to users. So this app breaks down to the second how much their time is worth. It also provides a calculator. We didn't have to do any of this for Apple. I'm just saying, we didn't have to do any of this for Apple. So I'm kind of surprised that we have to do this for Google, but it is what it is. I mean, it's good. They're good questions, you know. I'm just surprised that we actually have to do all this. All right, so it also provides a calculator for where the user can enter in the time they intend to spend on a particular activity, the cost, the additional cost of the activity, and how much they plan to make monetarily from said activity to help make a decision. 302. Let's go ahead. It provides. Go with that. How many installs do you expect to have in your first year? I'm going to expect maybe 0 to 10K. I don't know. I'm going to go with that. Who knows? Who knows? All right. Maybe it'll take off. Maybe we'll get to over 1 million. But we'll be modest. We'll be conservative. We'll go with 10K. Let's go with 10K to 100K. Let's aim high. All right. Aim high, Willis. Aim high. All right. Let's go to next. What changes did you make based on what you learned during the closed test? See, that's the thing, right? You see how they try to trick you? Because if I made changes, then I'd have to go through the whole cycle over again. Let's see. So there were not any major areas of concern to make changes in this version. We took into we had originally fixed an app crashing issue before starting the closed test and added some additional features from the internal testing. The recommendations made will be addressed in a future version. And in that future version, that's going to have which we actually have to update the SDK for Google. So we'll probably end up taking into account the changes that your car requested as well, so that we can, because I think it's by August 31st. So probably by the beginning of August, like a week into August, we have to get those changes done. So we'll see. All right. So how did you decide that your app was ready for production? Based on feedback provided, the value of the app was providing had great reviews. Let's see. Using the agile principle, we believe this is a great MVP candidate, and we will get more feedback in order to continue adding more features to the app as we go forward. Being able to add immediate value is our number one concern. All right, there we go. And we got my guy in the building, Slimmy. What is up? What's good with you, Slimmy? How are you doing? You are up early, getting it. I love it. Love it. Love to see you, Slimmy. How is everything going? All right. So what do we have left? So anything else? All right. I think that's it. Let's see. So production readiness. So why are we asking this? About your closed test and production readiness. Providing this information helps us to ensure the app has been tested before they are published on Google. This helps us to protect users from low quality apps, prevent spread of malware, and reduce fraud. About your app, providing this information helps us to learn more about your app. Your answers are not shown on Google Play and won't affect the features and services you can access on Google Play console. Our app is displayed in eligibility for Google Play Developer Program. Production readiness, providing this information helps us to understand whether your app is ready for production. We recommend testing your app extensively before publishing your app to the Google Play, and routinely testing any future updates to make your to your app. Right? I think we are ready to go. So let's go and click the button for apply. And our application has been submitted. So we have, all right, apply for production access. We are reviewing your application. We'll email the account owner with an update. This usually takes about 7 days or less, but occasionally may take longer. We have applied. We are pretty much, now we're waiting. See, and this is the thing I was talking about the other day, or just now actually. We need to also update our target API levels by August 31st to release updates to your app. Let me see. We've detected your app is targeting an old version of Android. To provide users with safe and secure experience, Google Play requires all apps to meet target API level requirements. From August 31st, if your target API is not within 1 year of Android's latest release, you won't be able to update your app. So we'll take care of that coming very, very soon. But that's it. Like, we're good to go. If we go back to our dashboard, let me zoom out a little bit. We're in a good spot. Now, within the next 7 days, we should have our app on the Google Play Store. We're already in iOS. So once that happens, we're going to have in the chat, Nightbot is going to let people know that they can download the app for Android as well. Whew. It's been a long journey. We still have a lot more work to do because we do have some recommendations from people to make the app better. And, you know, that's the agile principle for all my agile people in here. The agile principle, I always say, make it work. And then, of course, we make it better. All right. So we're going to wrap it up for today. Let me see what my guy Slimmy said. So look at that, right? So Slimmy says, I'm cool at work. Hope everyone enjoyed their weekend. Yep, I had a great weekend. Hopefully you did as well. But you know, us bag chasers, we don't miss. We just keep pushing forward. You know, we get rest every now and then. But you know, one thing that's more important than rest is winning. All right. So we're going to wrap it up. I think that we are in a good spot. Like I said, make it work, make it better. We're going to continue to continuous improvement, continuous deployment, continuous improvement, all that good stuff. All right. But with that being said, we're going to wrap it up. We are going to wrap it up. We finished ahead of time, under budget, ahead of schedule. That's the way that we like it. All right. So that being said, let me say, let's wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Sister, so happy to see you here. Slimmy, so happy to see you here. Your car, thank you for the support. As always, I'm going to see you guys in a few minutes on the Millionaire Morning Show. You guys have an amazing Monday. Remember, Candid Conversations coming out at noon. Check that out. We're going to be talking about, would you rather win or be right? Always choose the winning. Oh, before we head out, we just got a super chat from Sister. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Sister hit us with a super chat. $100. Wow. Thank you so much, sister.
I appreciate you.
You are so appreciated. I love to see your growth and how you soak up the knowledge that we share with you. And, you know, it's always very fun working with you. So thank you so much. Give us a round of applause. Well, on that note, we're gonna have to get out of here. You know, I'm feeling a kind of way. So thank you so much, Sister Slimmy. Thank you for showing up. Your car, thank you so much as well. See you guys in a few minutes. Have a wonderful Monday, a wonderful week. We are going to run it up. So much work to do this week. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, I'm out of here, you guys. Thank you so much. You guys take care. Have a wonderful week.
You might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts! Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again! Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.
What is your profession?
Thank you for your patronage.